On your marks.
And there they go on their way here at the...
And we can see that Taylor Knibb and Ashley Gentle to the right-hand side of your screen starting next to each other. A big moment here for Ashley Gentle. Everyone is talking about these conditions suiting her. With Taylor Knibb starting directly next to her, you can see right now Ashley Gentle has just made the move to try and get over onto Taylor Knibb's feet. Rest assured, Taylor Knibb will be trying to swim away from Ash Gentle right from the start of this race.
We'll be able to see who has made this front pack. It's bigger than usual. Sarah Perez-Sala, no swim skin. Just doing it on her own out front. Flora Duffy, Taylor Spivey, Taylor Knibb. That is Julie Deron going in there. So she has made it. A little gap back to India Lee, Imogen Simmons, and on the back, crucially, Ashley Gentle's made it.
And Ash knows that this course suits her, not only because of the brutal heat in the water and out on deck, but also the technical bike course. It's at this point in the race, T1, where we're used to seeing Taylor Knibb do Taylor Knibb things. So this here in Transition 1 is a huge moment as we see Taylor Knibb enter with Julie Deron, with Ashley Gentle. Sarah Perez-Sala already got her bike and is out. Can Taylor Knibb ride off the front of this race, or is today here at the T100 World Tour Grand Final a time where we finally find a crack in Taylor Knibb?
Well, Taylor Knibb knows now. She knows that Ashley Gentle has made it into that pack. She knows that Julie Deron has made it into that pack. She's taking her time to put her socks on, but really her time to put effort, to put that gap into those other athletes is now. She needs to put a gap in early on the bike. That first 14.5 kilometres until we get to the loop, that is the time when she can put a distance between herself and her rivals.
Julie Deron goes to the front of the race. Taylor Knibb's big rivals, Julie Deron and Ash Gentle, are in front of her on the bike in the early stages. Julie Deron, she's showing aggression here. You can see the gap back to the chasers. It's big. Ashley Gentle in second, Taylor Knibb in third. Taylor Knibb is about to make the pass right now of Ashley Gentle. So Taylor Knibb, she has moved up to second position.
She has finally made that pass, and she is now out in front leading the Dubai T100. It's just a good 10 kilometers later than we thought.
Ashley Gentle, Julie Deron, they have made their way back up to Taylor Knibb. I almost don't believe what I'm seeing, and it's happening right here at the T100 2024 Grand Final in Dubai. Finally, someone is competing with Taylor Knibb, and it's her two main rivals, Ashley Gentle and Julie Deron. You can see here that the group of three, Imogen Simmons, Ashley Gentle and Julie Deron, Ashley Gentle finding the base too slow at the back of that group and makes the double overpass on both Imogen Simmons and Julie Deron. I'm surprised that Imogen Simmons isn't the one leading this group, and Ashley Gentle and Julie Deron aren't just sitting in behind her.
So we're behind Sarah Perez-Sala here, Indy Lee overtaking Flora Duffy. So Indy Lee still riding really well. Just so surprising not to see her that little bit higher up at this point in the race. She's now 1.5 minutes down on the lead.
As we see Taylor Knibb's bottle cage, she has, oh gosh, she's lost both her bottles. A little bit of drama, as though her day hasn't been tough enough yet. She does still have one more bottle between her arms, but she has lost some of the nutrition. She's just having one thing thrown at her after another, and maybe that's exactly what she needs, just to get that little bit of anger, right? Because some athletes just get motivated on happy days and everything flowing perfectly. We can still see a great shot right there. Her sleeve's still not pulled up, so she has had no calm moment to even adjust the suit. Imogen Simmons here holding onto a bottle that she's obviously struggling to store because she's not allowed to put it down her top, and she must have not gotten rid of it in time, and now she has to hold on to this bottle in order to not get a littering penalty. That's not great, going over the bumpy technical sections. Oh, she's lost it.
Imogen Simmons has been given a 30-second penalty for intentional littering. Not sure about it. That's a questionable one, but you are not allowed to drop your bottle in that zone. And if, I guess the thing there is it's completely discretionary, and we're going to see Imogen Simmons here.
And she has to take it now. She has to take it in the lap that she gets it, and she now has to tell them which one it is.
It's words on the athlete to let them know that what kind of penalty they have, or whether it's a 30-second or a 1-minute penalty. It is a 30-second penalty that Imogen Simmons has, so she will have told that official there as she now waits for that countdown.
So we see that Imogen Simmons has served her standing 30-second penalty for intentional littering. Lucy Byram, one of the young guns on the T100 World Tour, she burst onto the T100 World scene last year in Milwaukee in America, showing that she's one of the strongest cyclists right now in middle distance triathlon. And here we see she is one of the only riders out on course keeping up with the likes of Ashley Gentle, Taylor Knibb and Julie Durand.
Back at the aid station, she's already discarded the bottle, so she's definitely going to put that between her arms. She's got some space, taking no more risks.
We know that the temperature does cool down at about 4 p.m. It really drops off and gets a little bit cooler. 1-2 p.m. is the hottest part of the day here in Dubai. Is Taylor Knibb potentially sitting up, cooling off, getting herself ready for the run, making sure that she hasn't overextended herself and gotten too hot?
Okay, we're turning around now. Here is Taylor. She's just coming in right now. Dismounted that bike. It's got loud. What's she thinking about on this blue carpet?
She's going to be thinking about executing that transition as best as she can, smooth, carefully, and then getting out onto that run, ideally before the other girls see her.
Give us your opinion. What does she look like right now?
Yeah, she's not looking too bad. She's still got that helmet on. Let's make sure she wants to get everything in the box. She doesn't want to get any penalties here. So, yeah, getting those shoes on nice and smooth. She's looking, she's focused, and she is out. That was quick.
That was such a quick transition. Now we're just waiting. It's a waiting game to see when the next three athletes come in. We said it was 2:44. Let's see what it is when they come in to T2. We are seconds away from seeing them come into T2 and try and chase down not only the title, but Taylor Knibb, who is already down there. Lucy, I want just your thoughts on how the both women are looking at the moment.
Yeah, all three of them had really smooth dismounts. So we've got Ashley here, getting through the transition, making sure she gets everything in that box. It's about taking your time here, being smooth, doing it all correctly. We don't want to get any penalties.
Different strategy. Taylor socks on, Ashley has to put her socks on. What benefited you the most?
Yeah, I always opted for putting them on the run, a fresh pair of socks. We've got Julie Derren, she's already out there and she's absolutely flying. Here goes Ashley. And Imo straight out there as well.
Wow, Julie Derren, what a transition for her. Ashley saw her though, and now she has that marker ready to chase down. That must be quite a help.
Yeah, for sure. She's actually probably going to be quite happy that Julie's there. It's going to really help her and assist her to catch up with Taylor. But that is the fastest transition I think I've seen in T100. We'll have to get the stats on the clock, but she has come from the Olympics. Transitions are so important in short course. They're becoming really important in T100 as well. It's that fourth discipline, and she's just smashed that.
As we see, she has made contact with Julie Derren, and this is the moment we needed to see. She's gone straight past Julie Derren. I was surprised to see that.
Wow. Ashley Gentle hasn't just run up to Julie Durand, she's gone past her. It looks like Julie Durand is struggling to hold on. This is the battle. And as they make their way up the hill where they laid eyes on Taylor Knibb coming down the other side, Ashley Gentle takes the lead. This isn't just the battle for today here at the grand final in Dubai. This is the battle for the overall championship. Who wants to be crowned the first ever T100 World Champion? Can Ashley Gentle break Julie Durand? Can she catch Taylor Knibb? Can Taylor Knibb hold on, or does Julie Durand still have more cards to play? The battle is on here today in Dubai.
It is absolutely nuts because she goes past Julie Durand. Once again, we see typical Ashley Gentle, no love lost, no tap, no encouragement, but she actually needs her. She needs to drag her along. This is tactically such a difficult situation because she needs her to come along, because she needs her to separate Taylor and Ashley in the final rankings, because she doesn't have it in her own hands to win this title. The winner of this race is not the winner of the world title, and that's why it is such a conundrum for Ash Gentle to be in right now.
That's what we all want, right? Everybody. I mean, we know if it was a sprint finish that Taylor Knibb would still win the overall series, but right now, That was a very near rolled ankle for Ashley Gentle there, but
Imogen Simmons, who's played such a big role in the swim and bike, she's moved herself up to 3rd position in the overall standings on 101 points with as it stands right now. You can see Taylor Knibb out in front on 160. Julie Duron, she's been one of the big movers of the second half of the season in 4th position. She needs to get a wriggle on the run here to, if she's any chance to catch Imogen Simmons for that overall 3rd position. We can see Marjolaine Pierre, probably one of the stories of the season, breakout performances over the Ironman distance. She's struggling in the heat and humidity, and at the end of a long season here today in Dubai, cramping on the side of the road, grabbing onto the fence. Ashley Gentle, she can see Taylor Knibb. The camera shortens it, but for the first time, they are on the same straight as each other. That would do wonders for Ashley Gentle's confidence, to be able to see her. She's within distance. Ashley Gentle less than 50 seconds behind Taylor Knibb in the battle for the win here. Both of these women extremely strong in the heat. Imogen Simmons growing up in the heat and humidity. Flora Duffy notorious for how strong she is in the heat. Flora Duffy has said that the only reason she's staying in triathlon is to try and be a T100 World Champion. She will be back on the T100 World Tour in 2025, the Olympic gold medalist. And Taylor Knibb is without question running faster than Ashley Gentle. If you had have said that 5 kilometres ago, no one would have believed it. Taylor Knibb is running faster than Ashley Gentle with 4 kilometres to go in the 30 degrees, 60% humidity here at Dubai. Taylor Knibb, how can you not be in awe of the performance we're seeing from the greatest middle distance triathlon on earth right now? What heart, what champion mentality, what courage from Taylor Knibb.
While she's a lap ahead of Kaidi, this could actually be really helpful for Ash. Oh no, she can't even get onto her. Come on, Ashley, take a second, catch your breath.
Oh, she's looking a little wobbly there,
actually.
A
little wobbly. We saw her holding her stomach. Hopefully she's just going to take a second to let everything settle.
You got to remember, there is a world collapsing right here. This is the realization where she knows that title is getting further and further away. All these hopes of building it, and the immense opportunity that the PTO is providing with this world title, right? It's still, I am so respectful of this attempt, of this putting everything on the line. Sport is raw, sport can be so tough, but Ash Gentle is really putting it all out there.
You can see Ashley Gentle very clearly putting in one last big effort there, but it looks like it might have been too much. Julie Duron, clearly the stronger of the two athletes.
Accelerating, going past, and dealing back no love. The same that she got from Ash on the way out, she is giving back. There is absolutely no love lost.
Taylor Knibb, 200 metres to go. She's already won 3 races on the T100 World Tour, and today at Dubai, she makes it number 4 at the biggest of them all, the grand final. Taylor Knibb, you are a world champion!
Just taking a couple of high fives as she rounds the corner here, and she's going to see the finish line.
Julie Duron, second place finish here today at the T100 2024 grand final in Dubai. What a season from Julie Duron. Another second place, 3 second place finishes behind the great Taylor Knibb. The best of the rest yet again here today. Julie Duron, second place.
Here she is, Ashley Gentle.
Courage from Ashley Gentle today. She put on a show. At one stage it looks like she was going to be the champion here today. In the end, fighting hard in the battle for the podium. And after a big day of racing here, we take a look at our top 10 from the T100 World Tour Grand Final in Dubai. Taylor Knibb asserts herself on top yet again. That's 4 from 4 this year. A phenomenal bike set her up, but probably an equally impressive run. What a race here today at the T100 World Tour Grand Final. Taylor Knibb showing all the heart and courage of a champion, finishing the season on 160 points and becoming our first ever T100 World Champion. She raced here 4 times, 4 victories. Just incredible season from Taylor Knibb. Ashley Gentle, fought like crazy to the finish line, collapsing, wasn't even able to do an interview. That's how deep she went. She finished second, 132 points. Julie Duron, the new face in the T100 World Tour, finishing in third. Incredible. No one would have seen that coming at the very start of this year. Big things for Julie Duron in 2025. Kat Matthews, yeah, not too many words to describe how resilient and, you know, dedicated to her craft Kat's been this year. To finish fourth with all the racing she's done on 91 points, yeah, simply incredible. And Flora Duffy finishing fifth, the Olympic champion, showing that she's not just a one-trick pony and can compete over multiple distances.